So what if neutrinos are the radial or radio jumps of signal taken at an otherwise gravitational speed? And when the field is right, the logic resides that there could be these conduction paths through the field itself for it to uh, bring things together, such that we see things almost like the Shrenkoff radiation over there in the North Pole, where there's the underground observatory of LEDs on poles, separated by meters or something like that, in a 1,000 by 1,000 by 1,000 meter chamber, if I'm not mistaken. And they're thinking about trying to make that much bigger. Well, it in effect is looking for neutrino effects in the fluorescence that happens inside that space. And so I wonder if maybe when the fields oscillate and the system describes some change where the speed, the wave could no longer no longer went through a direct field of contact at a superconduction speed, then it might jump or make leaps at those points. And we see that described in sums that we derive as gaps of resistance for which that wave pattern otherwise echoes through the landscape. And that's the buildup of interference patterns to the EM front. And what I like about adding radio waves to the Bose-Einstein condensate fluidity of a fluid dynamic force throughout the universe is the radio, to me, is the knowledge of energy and resonance will continue to give us the degrees of freedom to which we feel. And so without that radio logic applied to the BEC, then it just seems like there's just some set course, where in reality, we are what we redirect. And we can consume and get bigger and stay healthy and stay healthy. Exercise supercharges all the cellular membranes. So I don't know, man. Recently I just started thinking that maybe we might reside in kind of the nested logic of field interaction inside the cellular structure, and it's just been more interesting to think of it like that, with the eyes being an attenuation device, such that the brain, with its nest of ground logic for its light speed trace routes to all of the different, you know, pockets that are in tune to one another inside of your calibration, then that collective node of signal balance using cohesion, phase locking, and all of the small balancing agents inside the brain structure to both keep it fed and allow it to be an analyzing device. Well, I see it more as just the cohesive keep together tool, the tuning fork. And so it's very important, yet it's the rest of you that's basically the phase array antenna for which you work through that kind of a node. And I don't know. At least that's when I'm thinking more of an octopi of what the body might be capable of at the intercept technology. The Borg. All right, no. Basically, we program it how we want to interact with it. So, of course, we stay healthy and away from that, and that's a supplemental form of enhancement for those who need it, or freedom.